everybody, it's Ken with AMN. Good morning! I am filming this early morning, pre-6 a.m. It's about 5:45. I'm on my way to work. It's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. I haven't had time, but I wanted to take a couple minutes, and this is better time than ever. There's some stuff going on, lots of stuff going on. It was posted on the Health Unlocked board from a guy from the United Kingdom that he received a letter that Minorex is ending the Min-102 trial. I have not heard anything about here in the U.S., but I know the EMA shut them down, but I don't know. I'm assuming the FDA. I think the FDA and the EMA are pretty close together. It seems like the EMA was actually easier to get things passed than the FDA, but so I don't know what's gonna happen. But I've still got my drugs, and I'm gonna continue to take my drugs. Which then that led into ALD Connect had a webinar this week about basically cerebral ALD in adult men, specifically, with AMN, and then if you develop cerebral ALD. And it was actually one of the first times ever I've actually heard a doctor give details about having cerebral ALD as an adult, if caught early enough, and the potential for bone marrow transplant. Because I've always been told when it's been brought up, they're like, yeah, it's possible, but there's complications and risky, and they basically deemed it as, well, it's not an option. But so that's always left you feeling with, well, if I get cerebral ALD, I'm definitely going to die, and which is, not that great of a feeling. But they pretty much pressed the reason why you should get an MRI every year is to keep an eye on it. And so if lesions would develop in your brain, then you have the potential to get a bone marrow transplant, have a successful bone marrow transplant, even as an adult man, a male adult man, I guess, as an adult male. But obviously they showed like some statistics, and there are issues with bone marrow transplant that you may have to deal with. But kind of how I looked at it, if that I was ever given the opportunity, there was a bone marrow match, and I was either given the option to get a bone marrow transplant, potentially have side effects. I mean, at the end of the day, side effects that could kill me, or not, and just let ALD take its course, which, I think we all know at the end of the day what the end of ALD, cerebral ALD can be, is most likely that ladder of death. So, and I'm a gambling man, so I think I would be all about it, to just give it that shot to potentially slow or halt the disease. So it was really, again, I received a lot of feedback from that webinar. I wasn't even in the webinar, but I watched it. But even in the community, like that was the first time ever we've ever heard that. And I don't think they realize how much that meant to the majority of us AMN men who just, kind of fear the unknown of the future. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was good. It left me feeling with some good vibes. So, and then obviously then they went in to talk about Minorex with their Calyx study, which again, they pretty much then want to try to use the same drug that I've been taking on people with cerebral ALD, which is showing that it can potentially slow down the progression of the lesions. So I think if they do indeed end it everywhere, that's kind of where they're doubling down now, since the FDA, said, hey, these people didn't walk any faster. But yeah, it was interesting. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, nobody knows the future, including that and the whole entire situation. But so it's been there is definitely a lot of unknown, but we'll see what happens. But I'm Ken with AMN on this special pre-6 a.m. video, and hopefully you're doing well out there. keep those feet moving if forever possible. And I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.